Once upon a time, in a tranquil village nestled deep within the lush, green valleys of a mystical land, there lived a young woman named Sujata. Sujata was known far and wide for her kindness, compassion, and unwavering generosity. She spent her days tending to her garden, helping the elderly, and caring for the sick. Despite her many friends and a loving family, there was a profound sense of loneliness that lingered within her heart. Sujata's days were filled with the laughter of children, the songs of birds, and the beauty of her blooming garden. However, when the sun dipped below the horizon, and the world around her settled into a serene stillness, a sense of loneliness would wash over her like a tidal wave. It was during these moments of solitude that Sujata would sit under the vast, starry sky, pondering the meaning of her loneliness. One evening, as the sun painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, Sujata decided to embark on a journey to discover the wisdom of her loneliness. She sought guidance from the village elder, a wise and gentle soul named Banti. Banti was known for his deep understanding of life's mysteries and was a devout Buddhist monk. Sujata approached Banti with her heart heavy and her eyes filled with tears. "Banti," she said, "I have a question that has troubled me for a long time. I am surrounded by people who love me, and I love them in return. Yet, when darkness falls, a feeling of loneliness engulfs me. Why is this so?" Banti gazed at Sujata with compassion and asked her to sit beside him under the Bodhi tree, where they could talk in peace. The Bodhi tree, with its broad, green leaves, stood as a symbol of enlightenment and spiritual awakening in their village. He began to share a story from the teachings of Buddha. In the heart of a dense forest, there once lived a great and magnificent tree. Its branches reached high into the sky, and its roots delved deep into the earth. It provided shelter and sustenance to countless birds, insects, and animals. The tree was admired and cherished by all who encountered it. Yet, despite its grandeur and the life it nurtured, the tree felt a profound loneliness. Sujata listened intently, captivated by Banti's story. Buddha, in his infinite wisdom, Banti continued, understood the tree's loneliness and taught that loneliness is a part of the human condition. Just as the grand tree was alone in its vast forest, we too, at our core, are alone in our journey of life. It is not a loneliness born of isolation, but rather a deeper, more profound solitude that transcends our physical connections. Sujata's eyes widened as she began to grasp the wisdom behind Banti's words. But why do we feel this solitude, Banti? And how can we find peace within it? Banti smiled and said, "The feeling of loneliness arises when we are attached to the idea that our happiness and well-being are dependent on external factors and relationships. We seek validation, love, and fulfillment from the outside world, and when it doesn't meet our expectations, we experience a sense of emptiness and loneliness. The path to inner peace lies in understanding that true happiness and contentment come from within, and that we must learn to be lonely in the sense of finding solace and joy in our own company." Sujata nodded, her heart lighter with newfound understanding. "But how do we achieve this inner peace, Banti?" Banti replied, "The practice of mindfulness and meditation, as taught by Buddha, is the key to discovering this inner peace. By observing our thoughts and emotions without attachment, we learn to let go of the desires and fears that cause suffering. Through meditation, we come to realize that the solitude we experience is a gateway to self-discovery and spiritual growth." Sujata was eager to begin her journey towards inner peace and self-discovery. Banti guided her in establishing a daily meditation practice and encouraged her to embrace the moments of solitude in her life. He reminded her that the path to wisdom was a gradual one, and she should be patient and compassionate with herself. As the days turned into weeks and then months, Sujata diligently practiced meditation and learned to appreciate the beauty of solitude. She discovered that her moments of loneliness were no longer accompanied by feelings of emptiness, but were instead filled with a deep sense of inner contentment. Sujata's garden flourished, and her acts of kindness towards others deepened. Her friends and family noticed a profound change in her presence, a serene and wise aura that seemed to emanate from her very being. They sought her counsel and felt comforted in her presence. One evening, while sitting under the Bodhi tree with Bhante, Sujata shared her transformation. "Bhante," she said, "I have learned to be lonely in the sense of finding solace in my own company. The emptiness has transformed into a profound sense of peace. I no longer seek validation or happiness from external sources, and I am grateful for the solitude that has led me to this wisdom." Bhante nodded in approval. "You have indeed made great progress on your journey, Sujata. Remember that the wisdom of loneliness is not a state of perpetual isolation but a state of inner fulfillment that allows us to connect with the world from a place of strength, compassion, and equanimity." Sujata continued to deepen her practice, and her understanding of the wisdom of loneliness grew with each passing day. She shared her experiences and teachings with those who sought her guidance, and her village became a haven of spiritual wisdom and inner peace. As the years went by, Sujata's reputation for wisdom and kindness reached distant lands, and people from far and wide came to seek her counsel. Sujata, now known as Sujata the Wise, welcomed all with an open heart and an ever-present smile. One day, a troubled young man named Ravi arrived in the village. He had heard of Sujata's wisdom and sought her guidance in overcoming the overwhelming loneliness that had taken hold of his heart. Sujata received him warmly and invited him to sit under the Bodhi tree. Ravi poured out his heart, saying, "Sujata, I am engulfed by a loneliness so profound that I fear it will consume me. I have friends and family who care about me, but the emptiness in my heart remains." Sujata understood the depth of Ravi's suffering, and she shared the story of her own journey to inner wisdom. She introduced Ravi to the practice of meditation and mindfulness, encouraging him to explore the solitude within and discover the peace that awaited. With Sujata's guidance, Ravi began his own journey towards inner peace. He meditated daily and spent time in the serenity of nature, where he allowed the wisdom of loneliness to reveal itself to him. As the days turned into weeks, Ravi's heart gradually filled with a sense of contentment and a newfound understanding of the nature of his loneliness. He returned to Sujata with a joyful heart, saying, "Sujata, I have found a sense of peace within the solitude of my own being. My loneliness is no longer a source of suffering but a source of strength and self-discovery." Sujata smiled at Ravi and said, "You have embraced the wisdom of loneliness, my friend. It is not a burden to carry but a gift to treasure. Now, use this wisdom to shine your light on others and help them find their own path to inner peace." Together, Sujata and Ravi dedicated themselves to helping those in need. They organized meditation sessions and offered guidance to those who sought solace and wisdom. The village, once known for its natural beauty, became renowned for the spiritual awakening that occurred under the shade of the Bodhi tree. As the years passed, people from all corners of the world traveled to the village to learn from Sujata and Ravi. The wisdom of loneliness spread far and wide, touching the hearts of countless souls and transforming their lives. Sujata and Ravi continued to live in the village, tending to their garden, meditating under the Bodhi tree, and sharing their wisdom with all who came seeking solace and guidance. The village had become a place of inner peace, where the wisdom of loneliness had illuminated the path to happiness and contentment. And so, the story of Sujata and Ravi, and the wisdom of loneliness they shared, serves as a timeless reminder that true happiness and inner peace are found within the depths of our own souls. The journey to self-discovery and enlightenment may be a solitary one, but it is a journey filled with the beauty of solitude, the strength of inner contentment, and the power to transform not only our lives but the lives of those we touch along the way. In the teachings of Buddhism, we find the profound truth that the path to enlightenment begins with the wisdom of loneliness. As we learn to be lonely in the sense of finding solace and fulfillment within ourselves, we uncover the treasures of inner peace and the boundless capacity for love and compassion. It is a wisdom that transcends time and place, a timeless reminder that the greatest journey we can undertake is the journey within. Here are 5 key lessons that can be drawn from the story of Sujata and Ravi's journey to wisdom and inner peace. 1. Embrace solitude for self-discovery. Solitude can be a valuable source of self-discovery and inner growth. Learning to be comfortable in your own company allows you to understand your true self and develop a deeper sense of self-awareness. Many successful artists, writers, and thinkers have drawn inspiration from moments of solitude. For instance, the renowned author J.K. Rowling found the inspiration for the Harry Potter series during her quiet moments in a coffee shop while she was alone with her thoughts. 2. Let go of external validation. Seeking external validation or relying on others for your happiness can lead to feelings of loneliness and emptiness. Learning to detach from the need for approval and finding self-worth from within can bring lasting contentment. A corporate executive who once chased after promotions and external recognition might find true fulfillment by pursuing a passion project, where the intrinsic joy of creation becomes more important than external accolades. 3. Practice mindfulness and meditation. The practice of mindfulness and meditation can help you observe your thoughts and emotions without attachment, allowing you to let go of desires and fears that cause suffering. These practices lead to greater clarity and inner peace. Numerous studies have shown that individuals who regularly practice mindfulness meditation report lower stress levels, increased emotional well-being, and improved relationships with others. 4. Share wisdom and help others. Sharing the wisdom and lessons you've gained through your own journey can be a source of fulfillment and purpose. Helping others find their path to inner peace is a powerful way to spread positive change. Non-profit organizations and volunteers around the world dedicate their time to helping those in need, from providing food to the hungry to offering emotional support to those facing difficult circumstances. By sharing their wisdom and resources, they bring hope to those who need it. 5. Transform loneliness into strength. Loneliness doesn't have to be a source of suffering, it can be transformed into a source of strength. By embracing solitude and finding solace in your own company, you can develop resilience, self-sufficiency, and an enduring sense of peace. An individual who experiences a period of isolation may use that time to engage in self-improvement, such as learning new skills, pursuing personal passions, or deepening their spirituality. This transformation can lead to increased self-confidence and a more fulfilling life. The story of Sujata and Ravi's journey provides valuable insights that inspire reflection and action, reminding us that true happiness and inner peace can be found by looking within, embracing solitude, and sharing our wisdom with others. Nothing could make us feel better if this video makes you feel a bit happier. This the channel of Wisdom Hive. Please hit the subscribe button below and share with your loved ones if you would like to continue this wisdom journey with us. Invest yourself in wisdom. See you next time.